On Sunday Opinion today, we are looking at hospitality on the island. From General Manager of the Mannion Hotels joining us live in the studio, Ben Heath, similarly from Harbour Lights around the island, and the Fresh Fishery Restaurant as well. We've heard from Nigel Spearing, Guest House in Peel, and also from Chris Franklin from the college. One of the things that I think everybody has said is that there are not enough people to go into the industry. The college only served 28. As far as you're concerned, to try and sell the industry, have you got to talk to the parents of people who are hopefully going to train for a job in a hotel?
I would say so, yeah, because hospitality sector hasn't had the best of reputations, but we have had a lot of improvements recently. There are a lot of great establishments around the island, so I don't see a reason why we shouldn't promote the sector and encourage the young people to take up jobs. We have people as young as 15 working for us, and they're really, really good.
As far as that's concerned, go on, I'll ask Ben the same question. Go on. As far as parents are concerned, that's a good idea to sell the industry as a good industry to work in?
Well, it didn't do me any harm, as they say. I come from a background of a family business. I started very young in the industry and went off and did other things. And as we were joking before, but actually there's a lot of transferable skills there. Learning that core customer service ability to be able to go out and communicate with somebody, to adapt to problems and to run a busy service, that will serve you well in anything you choose to go on to in your life.
As far as you're concerned, which is the best area to get into, to become a waitress or to become front of house, or what? Are there stepping stones to management?
There is an interest in providing customer service, and that can start very, very young. And as I said it earlier on, I'm sure Rom's saying, if anybody walked through either of our doors with an interest in customer service, we have a role. And the nice thing about it is you can come and try it. You don't know. Often where you end up within something is not where you set out to go. And as I said, if you've got that genuine interest in customer service, you come through the door, there are certainly opportunities.
But it's a challenge for the island generally. Do you think it's going to be a challenge, I don't know, next 12, 24 months? I
think it's going to get more difficult. I mean, the honest answer is there are easier ways to earn your money. And that is perfectly honest. If you are the type of person that is solely about the paycheck at the end of the week, there are easier options and choices than to going into the hospitality industry. You have to have something. It has to be something that's in you, that you want to express that way. And as we see, it's a challenge for not just our sector, for the island as general. As we see our population getting smaller and smaller, those people will naturally make choices where they go out and go, well, why would I put myself through this, actually? Why am I going to put myself out there in order to do it when I can go and do something that's slightly easier? And again, not just our issue, it's an issue across the industry in the UK. How do we recruit millennials into this business?
And as far as you're concerned, presumably as soon as somebody walks in the door or the interview or whatever, is the spark immediately identifiable in the person?
For me, after this long, yes. I can tell within the first 30 seconds whether it's going to work or not.
So what's your name and then you're out?
It's not that. I mean, as I said before, even I can see in people that it's really going to suit them. I can see that they're going to get a lot out of it. What I'm saying is if we don't see that, and first we'll still work with people. We'll absolutely see if we can grow it in them. But I can tell very quickly the people who are going to excel, certainly.
Do you look forward to interviews that you're going to be having for staff?
Oh, I definitely do, yeah. And I think to emphasise here, first impressions count, and you can only make them once. To me, if somebody comes to an interview, they've made an effort, they've dressed up, and for me, strong handshake. I hate limp handshakes. That's an end there then, straight away. But I'd like to say that I would much rather look for a personality. You can train skills, like Ben said before as well. You can train anyone who's interested in being trained, but it's personality, something you can't really change. But I think in customer service environment, this is something that is very important. You either like people or you don't. If you don't like people, you probably shouldn't be in this game.
Are you any good at going out in the evening for a meal at a place that is not under your control? What do you like as a guest in a restaurant?
Probably a nightmare. I don't complain, but the people I go with might get embarrassed on me because I always check whether the glasses are polished and the cutlery is polished, and you comment on the service and how you would do things differently. But being in the industry myself, you also understand why they're doing things a certain way, and you sympathise with them as well. So
generally good, 50-50?
Generally good, yeah.
Generally good.
Yeah.
Ben, the same question for
Yeah,
you.
generally, I think it's nice to go out and see, what other people are doing. You can always learn something. You learn something new every day, and we can learn. Particularly in the last sort of 5-6 years, we've seen an explosion of. And I think there was a time where we fell pretty drastically behind the UK and the rest of the world. But now we've got some fantastic food and beverage operators who are really, really passionate about what they're doing, and that can only be good for. Can only be good for the industry and good for the island. So yeah, pretty good.
Do you get a chance to go out much with
No,
your
I
wife?
don't.
Just grab food on the hoof, is it?
Right. No, but when we do, we're always keen to support, new places. There's enough business on the island for everybody, certainly, within that industry. So the industry success is our individual success as well.
As far as you're concerned, I suppose your success, as far as the Sefton is concerned, relies on the success of the Sefton. Similarly, the restaurant at the Mannin there. Are you thinking that some of the hotels that are coming in, be they Budget, Travelodge and Premier Inn, are they going to affect your business, do you think?
I don't think Premier Inn is going to be that much of a threat to us as a Mannin hotel, and they have somewhat different concept altogether, because they don't have any emphasis as such on catering side. The vending area in a hotel is bigger than the restaurant itself, according to plans. Whether they've changed them or not is another question. But I think there will be a threat for some establishments, perhaps, that are in need of refurbishment. To say bluntly, because you have a new product coming to the market, and if people have a choice on the same price level, they will choose the newer products and known brand name as well. So that's.
So now we know why Ben did up Sir Norman's bar, why he refurbished it.
And I think I must say he's done a really good job. It looks great.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, for us, it's we built the business in the Sefton on not on the back of the hotel. So from the beginning about driving in people. Over the threshold that aren't just staying in the hotel, and we see business within the hotel as very much an added bonus. There are definitely some challenges coming. I mean, there's some challenges coming from accommodation perspectives for certain suppliers on the island. As that product hits the market, it is a tried and tested, bulletproof product in the UK, and they've proved that it's what people want. It's really turned the industry upside down. And the same for food and beverage. We know on the horizon we have national chains coming to the island as well. That they're going to be here, and they'll certainly have an effect on food and beverage scene on the island.